every morning. Before the noise of the world reaches us, the body asks a simple question: will you nourish me or neglect me today? It does not speak in words, but in chemistry, in energy, in clarity. And the answer you give begins with what you choose for breakfast. What you eat first is not just food. It is a message to your entire being. Every morning, as we awaken from sleep, something profound takes place. Our body transitions from restoration to readiness. It is a silent moment of renewal, one that invites a simple but vital decision. What will you give your body to begin the day? The choice of breakfast may seem ordinary, but in truth, it is a cornerstone of human vitality. The first meal of the day has a direct and lasting influence on how you think, how you feel, and how you perform. It sets in motion a chain of biochemical and psychological events that either elevate your potential or quietly diminish it. To neglect this choice is to ignore one of the simplest and most powerful opportunities we possess for better health. The healthiest breakfast is not a matter of fashion or fleeting advice. It is grounded in biology, an understanding of how the human body functions after a night of fasting. During sleep, your cells engage in repair, your liver restores its glycogen reserves, and your hormones prepare to reawaken the metabolic rhythm that sustains you through the day. The food you provide in the morning either harmonizes with that rhythm or disrupts it. When you begin your day with whole, nutrient-dense foods, you reinforce the body's natural intelligence. When you start with refined sugar or empty calories, you create turbulence instead of balance. A truly nourishing breakfast respects the body's design. It begins with a foundation of proteins, eggs, yogurt, legumes, foods that anchor your energy and slow digestion, allowing your blood sugar to rise and fall in measured cadence. Alongside that, the inclusion of healthy fats, avocado, nuts, or seeds provides a steady source of fuel, supporting the brain and promoting focus that endures long after the morning hours. Then there must be complex carbohydrates, not the stripped grains of convenience, but the unrefined ones: oats, whole grain bread, or barley. These are the foods that sustain rather than stimulate, nourish rather than numb. Add to them the colors of fruits or vegetables, rich in antioxidants and vitamins, for they protect the very cells that carry you through the day. This is not a formula invented by trends. It is a principle proven by observation and confirmed by science. Those who choose such breakfasts consistently show greater stability in mood, sharper cognition, and more resilience in the face of fatigue. The body, when respected, responds in kind. It rewards discipline with vitality. The act of eating, then, becomes more than feeding. It becomes a gesture of self-respect. When you rise each morning and choose food that strengthens rather than weakens, you declare something important about how you value your own life. The healthiest breakfast is not a single dish. It is a philosophy: simplicity, balance, and integrity. Each morning grants us a chance to participate in the quiet miracle of renewal. To eat wisely is to live consciously. And to live consciously is, in essence, to honor the gift of being alive. Each new morning is a quiet invitation to begin again. Long before the rush of the day sets in, your body waits, expectant, ready for direction. The first signal you send is not through words or plans, but through nourishment. Breakfast is that first message to every cell, every organ, every neuron. It tells your body whether to move toward balance or imbalance, strength or fatigue. What we call the healthiest breakfast is not simply about calories or fashion. It is about alignment between what we eat and what our biology was designed to do. When we study the body through the lens of science, we see that it operates as an orchestra of timing and chemistry. After hours of fasting through the night, your metabolism seeks equilibrium. It asks for renewal. To feed it with something artificial, excessively sweet, or nutritionally hollow is to create discord in that orchestra. The result is energy that surges and collapses, focus that flickers, mood that swings. But to begin the day with foods that sustain, rich in natural protein, fiber, and essential fats, is to give your system a stable foundation from which every other function can rise. Consider what such a meal looks like: eggs, oats, fresh fruit, a handful of nuts, perhaps yogurt, or a slice of whole grain bread. It does not demand extravagance. It demands understanding. These foods work in partnership with your body's natural rhythm. Protein builds and repairs. Fiber slows absorption, maintaining calm in your bloodstream. Healthy fats feed the brain and regulate hormones. Each component plays its part with quiet precision. In the laboratory, I learned that complexity often hides behind simplicity. The same is true here. The healthiest breakfast may appear modest, yet its effects are profound. It influences your blood sugar, your concentration, your immune readiness, even your long-term health. Science continues to affirm what ancient wisdom once intuited, that what you eat in the morning has ripple effects through every system of your being. To eat well in the morning is not merely a matter of personal comfort. It is an act of stewardship. You are the caretaker of your body, and the quality of that care determines how well you serve the day ahead. The right breakfast does not make you extraordinary, but it allows the extraordinary within you to function as it should. Every day offers this opportunity in you. You do not have to change the world before breakfast, but you can change yourself. By choosing food that respects the body's design, you affirm the principle that health is built, not granted. It is sustained through awareness, through repetition, through the quiet discipline of doing what is right, not what is easy. And so, each morning, before the noise begins, let that first act, the act of choosing what to eat, be guided by reason, by respect, and by the simple truth that science and life alike have taught us: nourish well, and the body will reward you. There is a moment each morning that carries quiet significance, a moment when the world has not yet demanded our attention, when the day has not yet claimed our energy. In that moment, the first decision we make is what to place on our plate. It may appear to be a small act, almost ordinary, but it is in that ordinary act that the foundation of health is built. Breakfast is not a habit to be rushed through. It is a dialogue with our biology, a moment to align with the laws that govern life itself. The body is not a machine that merely consumes. It is a living system that adapts, responds, and evolves with every choice we make. After a night of fasting, the body's internal mechanisms stand ready to receive nourishment, to restore glycogen, to regulate hormones, to prepare the mind for clarity. When we choose foods that honor these processes, foods close to their natural state, we participate in that renewal. When we choose what is refined, artificial, or hurried, we interrupt it. The difference may not be felt immediately, but over time it shapes our resilience, our mood, and our capacity to think clearly. The healthiest breakfast, then, is not one that promises miracles, but one that respects nature's balance. It is composed of what our bodies have always understood: proteins that repair and sustain, healthy fats that feed the mind and guard against inflammation, complex carbohydrates that release energy gradually, and fresh produce that offers vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to shield our cells from decay. Such a meal is humble in appearance, but powerful in effect. It sets a tone of steadiness, of focus, and of gratitude for the intricate systems that sustain life. In a world drawn toward convenience, this simplicity may seem unfashionable. Yet, as science has shown us time and again, truth often resides in what endures, not in what dazzles. Health is not built through shortcuts. It is cultivated through awareness. To eat with understanding is to participate in science itself, applied not in a laboratory, but in the rhythm of daily life. Each balanced breakfast is an experiment repeated with faithful consistency, and the results speak through the way we feel, think, and age. I have long believed that progress begins when we act responsibly toward what we understand. And we understand this much: the body is an ally when treated with respect. If we give it nourishment that sustains, it rewards us with strength. If we neglect it, it quietly declines. The choice each morning belongs entirely to us. So when you rise tomorrow, approach your breakfast not as a routine, but as a ritual of intention. Let it remind you that health is a privilege that must be renewed daily. In that first quiet act of nourishment, you declare your partnership with life itself, steady, deliberate, and full of respect for the extraordinary mechanism that is the human body. If we begin each day with understanding instead of impulse, with nourishment instead of neglect, we do more than eat. We align ourselves with life's natural order. The healthiest breakfast is not just what you put on your plate. It is the decision to honor your body's quiet genius. Each morning is an opportunity to start wisely. The question is, will you take it?